Hello everyone, my name is Adu and this is Ready Go Expat. Barcelona is a very popular tourist destination among people from all over the world. I've been there many years ago, but I've never actually lived there. So in today's video, I decided to invite my friend Thibaut, who works and lives in Barcelona, to talk about his experience living in Barcelona, integrating with the expat community, and also share about the cost of living and how international the city is and how easy it is to adapt there. Ready? Go.
The cost of living depends a bit, because since it's so international, if you think about Airbnb, has an impact on the cost of living. The biggest part always being the rent, and rent having most apartments being focused on tourism. Of course, the rental prices have gone up with Airbnb and similar offerings. And this has, in some cases, made it difficult to be able to afford for nice and central rental locations. The city now, in the last years, has worked against this in trying to fix and secure the rental levels to a reasonable level to make it possible for locals, even with no expat salaries, to be able to afford this. So this has been controlled and is improving. Also now with the post-pandemic, there is more and more offerings coming, but depending on the conditions, you can easily find also apartment sharing, room sharing, etc. So it is a young and vibrant city where you find loads of offerings. You can have a small apartment, you can share bigger apartments, and then depending on what, you can also move a little bit outside of the center. But there is versions for every type of person and what you're looking for. From the different neighborhoods, the locals have their preferences on which are the, let's call it, upper neighborhoods and the finer places, and the expats don't care. So the expats, they more look like for the tourists and the vibrant parts of the city, which are more in the center, which ancient and previous times. And probably on Netflix, you've all seen the Catedral del Mar, and where you see a little bit of the history of the city and how it evolved. So these very central neighborhoods, which is the Gótico, Raval, are known by the locals as the bad neighborhoods, the dangerous neighborhoods, which in the past they were much more. Nowadays it's packed with expats, with international people, and there you find loads of little tapas bars and restaurants and things to do. So for loads of expats, these are the places that they want to be in because it's vibrant, it's central, etc. And then you have the outer skirts with this Gracia and Sarria and Poblenou, Poblasec, Barceloneta. So it depends what you want. There's options for all tastes. Either you're at the beach, or you're in a more kind of neighborhood part, or you're a bit outside and have more nature. You can be close to the Montjuic or the Tibidabo. So there's for every taste, for every, let's call it also purses. And it's a very, very diverse city. From diversity also, people, it's a very open, a very modern city, and probably easy to dive in for. You have different cultures. There's Germans, Scandinaves, there's a lot of Latin American people, also Africans, there's a lot of Indian people, very, very diverse. So easy to blend in for anyone. And I wouldn't call it a conservative place. So it's very modern and easy for most people to find their little community and peaceful group of friends that are open to anyone that wants to feel home in Barcelona. Party is very big in Barcelona. Unfortunately, during the last year and the pandemic, this was completely cut out of the reality. But in general and before that, also personally, I've enjoyed a lot of the offerings of the parties, be it the Sonar, which is one of the biggest in Spain at least, electronic festivals over a couple days, which is harder at night, which is really going even a bit on the dark side. During the day you have a different version of it, which is more easygoing, but very nice mix and great world-class DJs. You have the Primavera Sound, which is more at the beach side with diverse locations, taking you like 15-20 minutes to walk from one side to the other side. So very, very huge and thousands of people. And during even the summer and the winter months, you have brunch in the park, which is on different weekends and sold out all the time. So you have to look in advance with great DJs. And all the time you have really different and diverse events of different kinds of music and festivals that take place all the time. So it's really a young city that is music aware, and beside only the festivals, you have all year long different concerts, you have different museums, you have theaters. So the social and economic side of the city is extremely active. There's loads of activities of theaters that you can go to all the time. Studies, I might have said it quickly, but there's very good schools and amazing MBAs on economics and different activities in Barcelona. So for taking a gap year, for doing a postgrad, definitely a great place to be and mix the study and life balance and enjoying the city and its offering. About the infrastructure, Barcelona is a quite small city geographically and very well connected. So you have the public transport, you have the metro, you have buses, and it's very easy and very quick to go from one side to another side in town. So you don't really need a car. Personally, I've sold my car over 1 year ago, and I don't need it. I rent a car from time to time when I need it. You have very cheap rental car services, but you can go anywhere with the public transport very easily and very cheaply. And there's also the shared motorcycles, shared cars, shared bicycle with yearly fees of 50 euros. So it's very, very easy and cheap to go anywhere. Blending in. So what I have felt a bit difficult is the parts of the locals. Meeting locals and having local Catalan friends. Why? And putting yourself in their shoes. It's a very international city. People go there to do an MBA, to do 2-3 years, live an expat experience and go away again. And you might seen this in the French movie L'Auberge Espagnole. It's places which even took place in Barcelona where you have all these people that arrive, that make best friends, that go party, that study, and then they leave again. So the Catalan, the locals, they've grown there, they've made friends in high school, in ground school, primary school, etc. And they have their set network of home, of people that they enjoy and they spend their life with. And doing or having the effort of meeting new people, of making new friends, to see them leave again after 1 or 2 or 3 years, and doing this maybe 1 or 2, 3 times, you get tired of it. And after that, you do feel that the locals, the Catalan, have a kind of a barrier, at least this is what I felt, to accept making friends with foreigners. Because, I'm not saying everyone, but they know that these expats will come and go at some time. So what is the point of getting deeper and creating a friendship that will disappear after some short or longer time? So that's a little bit, I know a couple of locals, but it's mainly something where I felt that you try to push, you try to connect, and there's not often something coming back. And I do explain it this way. But in general, it is very hard to find negative points about Barcelona. A city compared to where I could and enjoyed living, comparing it with a city that I value a lot, and very often even think about the day that I will have to leave Barcelona for private or even work reasons will probably not be a good time, because it will be hard to go higher and to replace it in a decent way. So I definitely do recommend Barcelona as a very nice and enjoyable place to work in or live in for some time, even for spending vacation. And definitely enjoy it and take care.